Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be recharging my wife's AC. I'm going to be recharging my wife's AC because she is about to go to the beach. I use a few things for this, and they're simple tools that you should probably buy if you recharge your AC at home. This is a set of AC gauges from Harbor Freight Tools. Here are some cans of Freon that you can just get at Walmart. And I have this vacuum pump. Just to give you guys a quick overview, I know I've just been doing a few of these videos. Maybe some of you guys don't know me, but I'm Alex Lightspeed, and I've been doing automotive repair for about 15 to 20 years semi-professionally. The first thing I do when I come up to the car is hook up the AC high and low pressure gauges. There are ports that you'll have to find on your system, which can vary where they are. This is not going to be a comprehensive overview, but it's going to be kind of a quick one. Here is my high pressure line on this Saab 9.3, and here I have the low pressure line hooked up. And I'm looking at the gauges, and I'm seeing that there is some pressure in the tank. It looks like there's about 27 psi. So in this situation, I know that it is holding Freon and hasn't leaked all the way out since last year. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to run the AC and see what happens with these gauges. Maybe the compressor isn't in the game. I was expecting that over the winter that maybe some of the Freon had leaked out and maybe it was low pressure, but in this case I can see that there is pressure in the system and it should be enough to turn the compressor on. When I run the AC in the car, the compressor doesn't turn on. You can see when you look down, if you find the compressor, which will be hard to see here, but it's down there, that the outer wheel should be spinning. But in case that it's not, then you know that either the compressor clutch is broken or it's not getting power. So I'm going to go inside and look at a wiring diagram and see if I can figure out if it's getting power. So I've gotten out one of my favorite tools that I ever use, and it is actually called the Power Probe. In this case, what I've done is taken out the relay for the AC compressor, and I've looked at the diagram of the relay, and I can see that when the relay is energized, it powers from position 30 to position 87. I figured out where that is in the fuse box, and the power probe can directly apply power to the AC compressor at the port 87. When I do that, I can see that the compressor has started to engage here, but it's not creating a lot of pressure on the high side. So you know what? I may actually have a low AC charge. We're gonna investigate that. All right guys, well, I've come to the conclusion that it actually just might be a little low on Freon. I've added a tiny amount of Freon here to test this. And as you can see here, now the high side and the low side pressure are significantly different. So that's a good sign, but it's not where it needs to be. But, you know, I put the AC relay back in and it's engaging on its own. If that's happening to you, that means that the pressure sensor wasn't detecting enough pressure to engage the AC, and so it didn't engage the relay in order to protect the system. I'm gonna do a little bit of recharge here. I'm not gonna vacuum out the system because it's still holding pressure, and therefore I think that no air has been introduced to the system. It's just a little low on Freon. Hey guys, so I've done a little bit of work here. I've added 2 cans of R134A Freon to the system, and I'm getting some gauge numbers that are more appropriate. It's only 60 degrees outside today, so it's hard to tell if maybe this compressor is a little weak or if maybe the temperature outside is just creating lower pressures than I'm used to. Amazingly, a lot of people want me to work on their AC when it's super hot out, so those are the kind of numbers I know in my head. But you can see a little bit by the gauges, and you can understand a little bit about what's going on. When we look at these gauges, there's a low side and a high side. On this case, the AC pressure is engaged, and the compressor is pulling down the low side and pushing to the high side. When I see gauge numbers that are within the 20 to 40 PSI on the low side and above 100 on the high side, before I even get in the car, I know that the AC is gonna be blowing at least semi-cold. So then when I come in here, you know, I'm gonna come into the car and I just check. I put my hand in front of this and oh, that's kind of chilly. So I think that in this situation, we're gonna be okay. The AC system looks like it's working properly now. It remains to be seen if it leaks out quickly or not, but I kind of think that it might work for the rest of the summer. Next summer, I may be replacing the compressor, but for right now, I know that my wife's gonna be able to go to the beach and she's not gonna be too hot. She's already hot enough already. So, thanks for watching, guys, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content.